Hey Facebook, this is Life with Annie. I'm Annie, and this is my life. Sometimes we get a burst of energy at the weirdest times, and my burst of energy usually comes about 10 minutes before I'm ready to walk out the door to go to work. And I had one of those moments this morning, and I just had this energy flash, and I came into my kitchen and I wanted to organize something. So that's what we're going to do today. I have this, it's right behind me. Let me turn the camera, hold on just a second. I'm going to try to do this video by myself in a little bit. But this is a cabinet. It's actually the bottom part of a dresser, bedroom dresser set. And it had a white top, but they weren't connected. It just sat on this little cabinet. And I decided to use it in the kitchen. So right now I have my microwave on it. I have a little turntable with some spices and things like that. But the drawers I wanted to utilize and make my life a little bit easier. So what I've done, let me check the camera real quick before I get down there. Okay, so what I've done, I've got 3 drawers here, and I'm going to concentrate on the first 2. I've lined the middle drawer, and if you're there and you have any questions or comments, I'll have to wait and look at those after I do the video because of the way that the camera is positioned. I can't see anything. So anyway, I've got 2 drawers that I'm going to work on today, and I've got the first one already lined, and this is that silicone, it's like a silicone liner paper. Where's the other paper? And I have a whole box of it. Here we go. This is what it is, and I ordered this particular roll off of QVC, and the reason that I liked it was because it had the grid marks on it. So if you're like me and you have trouble cutting a straight line, this is perfect for that. So what I did was I went ahead and cut one for this middle drawer. And I wanted somewhere to put all of my papers, my wax paper, aluminum foil, things like that. So what I did, I thought I'll just line these up in there. Now this silicone stuff can also be used for baking. I mean, you can bake on it. You can line your inside of your oven with it. Just be sure you don't put that on the very bottom of the oven. Make sure it's on a rack, not the very bottom of the oven. So let me grab some of my plastic bags and foils. Some things may fit, some things may not, but get some out of, I've got a box full of these kinds of things over here that we've been doing some rearranging in the kitchen. And these are just some baking sheets here. I may move those because they may take up too much space. Some more plastic wrap. Heavy duty foil. Thinner foil. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit everything in there. As a matter of fact, I think what I'll do is lay some of these out. But it just kind of cleans up a whole cluttery mess. Alright, there's some sandwich bags there. then I have some straws. I usually keep my straws in a jar on the counter. But anyway, that's, you know, I think it's a neat thing. Just to get all these things that we're sticking over there in a box that's blocking the window and letting the light shine in. I've now got in an organized fashion in this drawer. This is repurposed. It was just a child's dresser that you really can't fit many clothes in other than a small child. So I decided to use it in the kitchen. Eventually I may paint it and add some different handles to it, but for these purposes I think it'll be great. And let me start on the next one. Let me see if I've got anything I can look at real quick. Thanks, Matt and Melanie. Welcome. Oh, and you should see my plastic cupboard where I keep all my little plastic containers with lids that don't have a match. I can't even open that cabinet without everything falling on me. And I get so irritated when I look at it. I stay as far away from it as I can. Okay, let me cut another. When they had these on QVC, I really loved this turquoise color, and I guess they were going to bring this particular pattern back, so they marked them down, and I bought the last couple that I could get, because I also have them lining some of my shelves and other things in the kitchen, which I won't show you because my kitchen is an absolute wreck. Set that there. Move this out of the way. And this drawer, I'm going to leave that little piece of paper on the bottom, but this drawer is what I call my baking drawer. And everything here I took out. I didn't have the liner in here, but I had been storing stuff and it has gotten all cluttered and messed up. But I've got, you know, all my measuring cups I can put in here. I think these ones here are what's her name, that British chef, oh, what's her name, somebody come up with her name. She's got dark hair. Anyway, these are Paula Deen 1 cup measures. I don't know if I can stack them all in there or not. Maybe. And these are also Paula Deen 1 cup measures. I don't know if I can do 2 or not. I just feel like if I have stuff organized, I will do more. And you feel so much better about yourself. You just feel like just one little thing. If you just tackle one project, one little small area, you don't have to do a whole room, a whole house, and you'll just, you know, you'll just feel so much better. Let me get some more of my measuring cups. These are my dry measures, good for measuring all the dry ingredients. There's an odd one because a lot of times I'll put some of these in some of my dried canisters. These, I have a bowl fetish. I have bowls, all kinds of bowls in the house. A bowl fetish and a flip-flop fetish. Okay, there's another set of metal. And this is just kind of an odd, it's like a little drawer insert or pencil, whatever kind of thing. And little odd things like my midgets. I found my lids to my midgets in here when I was organizing. I've got a candy thermometer in there, a little scoop. Sometimes at Christmas when you know, have the little parties and you use your little dippers. Some more, I've got some little small little silicone bowls for, it's just a bowl and I love it. So but anyway, that can go in here just for your odds and ends. You could even put, you know, 2 or 3 of those in there for things to hold. Got some silicone cupcake liners. put those in the back. And a couple of odd, I've got a whole set of these, but I'll just put these small ones in here. I'll put those in there. Set that in there. This is a little cup that belonged to somebody I used to know. It was their baby cup. I used to always keep it in my sugar and scoop out my sugar. Some more cupcake liners, just the paper kind. A little kid rolling pin. And another little funnel. A biscuit cutter. I had a whole set of these. See, I lost them because they weren't organized. A little handy whisk. Put that in there. This is a little dessert scoop. Knife and scoop. I'm just going to lay those down at the front here. Sharp side down. Got a couple of mason jar lids here, which actually these went to a candle. I don't know if they'll fit anything or not, but we'll try it out. I got a couple of little bench scrapers. I don't know if they'll see, they might be too tall. Set them down at the bottom. I'm gonna walk around and see if anybody has any comments, questions. Okay. Nigella, yeah, thank you, Matt. Nigella Lawson. Oh, thanks, Melanie. Hey, Melissa. Yes, we can organize your drawers next. This is a little, I have to tell a little bad thing about me, but my husband and I were at I don't know what the restaurant was a few years ago, and they had these cute little pitchers on the table with the cream for my coffee in it, and I actually think the waitress said I could have it, so I got this little milk server. And let's see, what else have I got here? I've got every kind of thing you could ever think of to bake with. These are the little Nestable measuring cups. These are a little Christmas set that I got. And this is a Parmesan cheese lid. And there are a lot of uses for these. I think they will fit on top of some mason jars, and you can actually use it for a shaker or a scooper. So I keep one in here if I ever need a lid for something, like a mason jar. I know where I can go and find it. I've got a little doggy food lid here for Thunder and Lucy's little dog food. And then sometimes I'll just store, let me get up here. I'll just store some vanilla flavoring. Let's see, what have I got here today? Butter flavoring, lemon extract, another butter extract. And I'll stick those, because they're so small, I can just stick those down in the corner. What's this one here? Pure vanilla. Always buy the pure vanilla. Don't get that fake stuff. It just isn't the same. And here are my slow cooker wrappers. I'm not going to really worry about it. But, I mean, look at that. Isn't that great? It's just like when I need a 1 cup, 2 cup, whatever, whisk, it's here. I know where it is. And that little bit of, and it's got a pretty liner on the inside. That little bit of organization is just, it just makes you feel great. I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Well, see, look at the difference. All that clutter and all that mess is now neatly stashed away in that drawer. And whenever I need anything, I can just come over here and know exactly where it is. When I'm looking for a sandwich bag for my lunch for work, there's my bag. If I need a gallon size, if I need tin foil, plastic wrap, wax paper, I've got some parchment around here somewhere. Sometimes I'll just take these little things out especially these microwave liners. I love these things, and I'll just tuck them, and I'll know where they are. Toss that big old ugly box away. Okay, so I'm gonna raise this up. Hold on one second. Okay, can you see me? I'm going to walk back around and get the answer because I don't know. I'm standing straight up. Can you see me, or do I need to raise it a little bit more? Can somebody comment on that? Raise it. Raise more. Oh, I see a heart. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. Is that better? Can you see me now? I'm going to come check again. Okay. Is that okay? Can you see me? I'm going to keep talking. But anyway, my point is that sometimes you get overwhelmed by so much. If you work and come home and you struggle with pets, children, spouses, and you look around your house and you're just like, you just throw your hands up and you say, I don't know where to start. I have done that a million times. And then I just sit back down. So I'm trying to, let me come around and see if y'all can see me now because I'm waiting on comments. Okay, yeah, everybody can see me. So what I'm trying to do is just tackle one small area. If it's just one drawer, one little corner of the kitchen that looks a little cluttered, paper, mail. I have a bag that if I'm done with it, if I've paid the bill, if it's junk, if it's got my name on it, in that bag it goes, and I get out there and I burn like there's no tomorrow and just burn it all up. That way nobody can steal my identity like they would want it, but I burn everything. That's taken care of, but paper is a big issue. And you know, we just have that one bag that we know exactly where to go to put all our junk in. And it just makes you feel good when you've accomplished a little bit of organization. But this, like I say, you can repurpose. If you have an old, this is a fairly small one. This is probably, I know it existed back in the 70s. It belonged to a family member from the back, and they had it back in the 70s. But we just took it and brought it in here, and I thought, well, I can make some use out of that. I have a very small kitchen, a very small home, so I don't have a lot of room to do. You know, I don't have a lot of counter space. I don't have a lot of cabinets. I don't have a lot of closet space. So I try to make do with what I can, and I'm trying to improve my home. I'm trying to edit my house, I guess is the best way to say it. Rather than say I'm going to throw it out or toss it out, I'm going to edit my house, clean it up, get it organized, and hopefully when you come in your home you'll think, oh, it's so nice. I want to go measure out a cup of sugar, and I know exactly where that cup of sugar is. I want a flashlight, and I can't find a flashlight. And you'll have your flashlight in your little, you know, hardware drawer. If you have a little drawer in your kitchen you can use for scissors, flashlights, a ruler, that kind of thing, measuring tape. You'll know where these things are. The thing is, you have to put it back where you got it. And I'm at fault of that. I'll have all these things organized. I had my drawers organized at one point, and then somebody that lives here would get something out, and then that something wouldn't end up back in the drawer or the place that it was. I have my own toolbox. But between me and my husband, some people take things out and use them and take them far, far away, and they don't seem to find their way back home to my toolbox. So I've got to replenish my toolbox, which we might do that one time. We might find a cute little girly toolbox and we can, assemble a toolbox. But anyway, I had that burst of energy this morning. And like I say, that's when I get my energy, is usually I'm getting up, getting ready to grab my lunch and head out the door. And all of a sudden I'm like, let me just do this. Just this one thing. And I do it so well and so fast. And then I just feel a little bit better about myself. So I emptied the drawer out. I've got a third drawer down here that I'm not showing. It is full of like linens and towels and things. So I got to pull all that out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that third drawer. I've got some Christmas plastic platters and things, and see if some of those might fit in there for like the holidays coming up. But I just decided that I wanted to, share that with everybody, and you might have an extra drawer in your kitchen, or you might want to go out and get some kind of little plastic unit that you can kind of fit into your kitchen, maybe a decorative one, and organize your baking things, organize your paper goods, organize dry soup mixes, whatever you want, whatever you use a lot of that can be stored in something like this. I just thought it was neat. I feel good. I feel better. My two drawers are pretty. They have a pretty lining in them. I've got more of that. I'm going to be doing more of that around the kitchen. I don't think I want to show you my plastic cabinets, because I might say a not so nice word when they follow me, and it is bad. It is really bad. Too bad to show. But maybe that'll be the next thing I tackle in the kitchen. But we're making progress. I thank you for joining me today. I hope that I inspired someone out there to get a little organized. Just one thing, don't put pressure on yourself. There's no need for that. We've got enough pressure on ourselves with the world and everything that goes on in our lives. Thank you again to all the new likes that I've gotten on my page. I really appreciate that. I enjoy doing this so much, and a lot of ideas coming down the pipe, so I hope you will all continue to watch. I'll try to give notice when I can, but sometimes we're just doing something and maybe it'll go live, but you can always watch it later. So on that note, I hope you all have a wonderful night. It's supposed to be cool if you live near the coast, in any of the area that this Hurricane Matthew is headed. I hope you will take cover, safety, listen to all of the warnings from the authorities, and just be safe, and hopefully everyone's homes will be unharmed and no one will be harmed during this storm. I feel bad for the people out in the islands, but we can pray for them. So like I said, I don't want to keep you anymore. Have a great night, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.